In today's episode of American Truck Simulator, join me as I take this Kenworth T800 with a load of logs down to Aberdeen to the sawmill to get them processed. Let's go ahead, roll the intro, and jump right in. Alright, haulers. Hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Obviously, like you saw in the intro, we are here in a Kenworth T800. This is definitely not a new mod. This is one that I've really wanted to get back to. Definitely one I enjoy and I really wanted to check out with the new 1.37 update. Let's go ahead and let's get rolling here because we do have a bit of a trip ahead of us. We are in the mountains of Bellingham, Washington. One of my favorite areas to come to, and to give you an idea of how much I like this area and this road in particular, I drove this the whole way here from Bellingham, so definitely do genuinely enjoy it, and put some good miles on before I started the recording this morning. But we're just gonna make our way out nice and slowly because it is a dirt road, and we're gonna roll with the windows down for a little bit. We'll throw them just like that, part way down, get to hear the sounds of the gravel road. Gotta love that. About early morning, almost noontime. Actually, I can go ahead and throw my stuff on. You know what? I'm gonna throw my stuff on just for the sake of being able to see it. I also need to slow down. For some reason, this truck, once it gets rocking, it gets rocking. And definitely don't come a-knocking. It is bad. This thing definitely loves bouncing off of the little divots here and there. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Oh man, I love this road so much. We're going to see how long this goes. Someone is currently losing their mind in my Discord server, which if you haven't joined, definitely check that out in my description. Definitely join the server. All kinds of randomness and craziness going on in there right now. And yeah, definitely always a fun time. So definitely check that out. But a few things I want to talk about game-wise. If you have not seen it already, SCS did post a teaser. It looks like we have a new event coming. It's going to be in Euro Truck Sim this time. And it looks to be similar to... Oh, what was that road in California? It was the Big Sur. That Big Sur landslide. There was the one area which we had to come in and out of to grab equipment and excavated materials and that sort of thing. It looks like it's going to be very similar, and what everyone is saying is it's a tunnel or something like that, like it's a new project that will lead eventually to Iberia. I have no idea, but I'm definitely excited to get into that. We're probably going to do a bunch of that on stream, so if you want to come out and cruise, if multiplayer does eventually get updated, as of the recording, I don't think any of Truckers MP has been updated at all, which kind of sucks. I've been definitely waiting for it. I understand they have a lot on their plate, so I'm definitely giving them time to make sure it gets done right. I'm really excited to get in there with all the new updates and stuff and cruise with the crew. We've all been convoy starved for a while, and that's because I don't know why. I think I've talked about this in another video, but for some reason some of the guys, they can't even downgrade. They don't have the option to downgrade. No idea why. So if any of you know any of you might know why. Oh, words. They are not my specialty. Ironically, I say, recording a YouTube video where words should be something I can handle, even though I can't. That's a story for another day. And I do actually have graphics mods in this time as well. I don't remember which ones I'm using, but I will be putting together as soon as I can do it. If I can remember, I will do it right after I post this video. I will put together a Steam Workshop playlist of all the mods that I'm subscribed to, or that I've used, for the most part. Some of them, any of them that are like out of date or don't work anymore will get taken off, just because obviously you can't use them anyways. But that way you guys can see exactly what I use and check it out for yourself. If I can get that to do it. I don't know, I've never done anything with a Steam playlist before, so we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, so that's very cool. Definitely excited to jump into Euro Truck again and do some stuff with that. I know it's definitely not the biggest game here on YouTube. People don't really watch it very much. But I personally enjoy it. It's a nice change. A lot of people I know like Jeff Faviano, he mentioned it in one of his most recent videos where he's not heard a lot of people saying they want to see it. I think it's one that it's just kind of there. People watch it if it gets posted and they don't really care. But for me, it's definitely, like, I play Euro Truck to get away from American trucks sometimes. I definitely enjoy, like what I'm doing right now. This is my bread and butter. I love the mountain logging roads. I love the middle of nowhere and a nice truck here in American Truck Sim. But it's also nice to just get out and explore the countrysides of Europe too, which is something that is really cool to have games like ETS2. It gives us the ability to do that, especially those of us that live in America and don't really get to see that too much. Which, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys know, most Americans don't have a passport. We don't need them. Our country is massive. I mean, it's just how it is. You guys, it's just, we have so much to see here on its own. I've not traveled much. I need to get out and travel. Are there any places that you guys are looking to travel once all this stuff clears? I know, obviously, not a good time for travel right now. I'm crossing my fingers. I know, obviously, aviation is definitely struggling right now, but I'm crossing my fingers everything will kind of go back to normal for the most part. I mean, in a sense, we've kind of found a new normal with everything going on, which I'm going to try and not get into much detail. I might talk about it later, but I will give you guys a friendly warning if I do, so that if any of you don't want to hear that, y'all can go ahead and not have to hear it. But yeah, so definitely looking forward to that. And I also want to point out something. So just before I went to launch this game to record, I noticed that there are now 5 new hidden achievements over on the American Truck Sim achievements page. That most likely means Idaho is on the horizon, and or they're doing something really interesting that they haven't announced yet. So keep an eye out. Idaho is probably coming. I know they said summer 2020, and we're coming up on June. I'm guessing in the next 2 weeks. I know I've said that before, but I was honestly surprised when they came out with the Mac. I was not expecting the Mac as quick as they came out with it, and I almost expected it to be a package deal. I don't know why. Wouldn't really make any sense. That's a lot of content to release at once, so it makes sense to kind of spread it out over time. But I definitely enjoyed the Mac. Can't wait to get back to it. Gonna be my daily driver for a little bit in the convoys that we do, which you should definitely check out. Well, I say that, but we haven't been able to do them for a few weeks. We do those over on twitch.tv/LonghaulerGMG. A couple of my buddies, Wes the Mess and Colbor and guys like that also do it. They actually started it. I joined them, so shout out to them for allowing me to do that and letting me join them, because it's a lot of fun, man. I miss it. I need it. Need to go back to it. Everyone's been just like making it work. We've been doing some 5PD on stream, doing stuff like that, and that sort of thing. And I actually got back into Minecraft, which I know is strange, but especially for me, maybe some of you guys who don't know my history. And I gotta say, Minecraft, like, it obviously sometimes it gets boring, but for the most part, I love it. It's never gonna get old to me. It really isn't. It's just like, I can always go back to it and enjoy it, and it's just a lot of fun. But one of the guys in my Discord server, who also partakes in the convoys, he ended up starting up a Minecraft server. We've been doing a ton on that and just having fun on stream. He scared me pretty good. I can't show it in this video because now that I'm affiliate, I can no longer... I have like a 24-hour thing on Twitch, so I can't show anything, and it's been within 24 hours. Which sucks, but I will, maybe I will, well, I won't. Just go check out my Twitch and you can find the clip if you want. It's like the most recent one anyways, but he definitely scared the hell out of me. It was pretty funny. And I am thankful I didn't have my face cam on for once, which yes, I do use face cam. And if you want to see what I look like, come watch my streams. I'm just going to disappoint you, I can tell you that now, so don't even worry about it. But, yeah, coming up on the road here too. I'm probably going to close the windows once we get out on the road here, just for the sake of saving our ears. I will say that's the one thing. I got to sit down and really go through my audio settings, because it does feel like it's way, 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 way louder than it should be. I don't know. Hopefully it's not too bad. If it is, I'll quiet it down in the video before I post it. And another note for videos, for those of you that don't know, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold that thought for just a second, and we're going to get out here on the road. I want to get out here and make sure we're safe, because this is a blind-ass curve. And there we go. We are out on the road, just like that. I'm surprised. Not much traffic. I guess I lucked out. The one time I come out here, there's no traffic. That's a first. I wonder if I have traffic turned off somehow. I hope I don't. I don't think I do, but I don't see anyone behind us either. Interesting. Get to rip on the Jakes for once. Yeah, I don't have any, I don't have a mod in here either for the engine. I probably should do that at some point. Bacon Creek. Oh, bacon sounds good now. I'm hungry. Oh, goodness. I've been having a lot of bacon lately. I don't know what it is. I am definitely not good at controlling myself. I am the person that will cook up an entire pound of bacon. Oh, there's our first vehicle. It's a post-ed truck. Cook up an entire pound of bacon, just sit and eat it myself. Not good. Not good at all. But very tasty. Now, back to what I was gonna say, so before we got out here on the road. If you haven't noticed and you don't follow me on Twitter, which you should, at Longhauler GMG, I'm gonna end up promoting everything I do tonight. Jeez. I announced that I am not gonna be posting Ace Combat anymore, which it's just been a few weeks of just one series after another coming to a close, which kind of sucks. And I'm sorry, guys, that so much is changing, but I think I backed myself into a bit of a corner, because now I have these dedicated series that I feel like I kind of have to do in an order to kind of keep it going. And I think I'm going to start working on opening it up a little more. I want to do some more different things and stuff like that. I'd love to get back to the mod reviews that we used to do for ATS at some point, but those take a lot of time. And that's the thing, that's what it came down to with Ace Combat, is it wasn't time. But for those who are unaware, the developers of that game are very not friendly about copyright, and they kept claiming parts of my videos for whatever reason. And it's not like just an audio claim, it's not something I can just like mute out. It was video claims, so they were actually claiming like the visuals, not the audio. I guess technically if it's video it would be both visuals and audio, but that's kind of what I'm up against, so I've decided it's not worth risking. I'm one of those people, I don't like having claims on this channel. I want to keep this channel as clean as possible. I've actually had to go back through and change a couple of videos because some of the places that I used to get my music from before I licensed it have apparently put out stuff that has been copyright struck or stuff like that by false people. That's the thing on YouTube. You can't really do much about it, so you're stuck with it. But this is one of those things that I have the control over, and as disappointed as I am to end the series, that's it. It's over. It's definitely been one of my favorites to play. I definitely still recommend the game. It's still worth playing if you're at all interested in it. Go out, get it. It's well worth the money. It is a fun game. The storyline's weird, but honestly, it's definitely one of my favorite combat sims in terms of like aircraft and stuff. Like, it's a really nice game too, because unlike a game like Arma, you can just boot it up and go. Why is there a bush in the road? What is it with SCS and leaving random bushes in the road everywhere? Oh, goodness me. It's always a tree or a bush. Like, am I the only one that ever sees those? Well, we'll get out here on the highway. Try and make sure we don't kill a family of babies. If that's a reference that you get, I love you. If not, I guess I like you a little less. That's a joke. Nah, I owe you guys a lot. I really want to say thank you for all the support and stuff lately. It's been really, really fantastic the last few weeks, even though I've not been holding up my end of things, which I do apologize for. I'm obviously trying my best to keep going, but this is not my job. Some people, this is their job. This is what they get to do every day. Currently, this is just a hobby for me. This is something I'm just trying to put as much time into as I can, and making the best of it. Alongside streaming too, kind of juggling the two of them back and forth. Two very, very different monsters in and of themselves. But we are making it. You guys have been fantastic. And speaking of that, I do also want to give a massive shout out and a thank you to my Patreon supporters, WX Squint, Tan_Man1, and Eric O'Neill. the support that I get on Patreon, it really does make a huge impact on the channel and what I'm able to do. So a huge thank you to you guys. Shout out to all you guys that helped me hit 25 subscribers on Twitch too. That's insane. Like, just like, Twitch has been so active lately, YouTube's been so active lately, and I really do appreciate all of it. It does mean a lot. I've had a lot of really nice people too come in and join stuff. And it's been really cool getting to know you guys and hang out with you. And again, definitely check out the Discord if you want to do stuff like that. Obviously, I've had conversations with people. I've had people ask to join me in games and stuff like that, and I've talked about it in a video before. Like, I can't always do that. I actually, I saw on Twitter someone who invited someone into a game to play with them from their Discord, and they decided to post some really horrific stuff that can get you banned on Twitch and, like, do some really shitty stuff. So it's definitely one of those issues where the one bad person can ruin it for the rest of you guys. So it's just something we gotta be careful about if you're posting anywhere. Don't take it personally. If a person that you want to play with says no, it's most likely not because they don't want to play with you. They probably do. It's just they have to follow certain guidelines. So keep that in mind. But again, thank you guys for all the support. And definitely come out, hopefully, soon, once MP gets updated. I would love to do a convoy with a bunch of you guys, so keep an eye out for that. It'll be over on Twitch at some point. I know right now what I need to do is more iRacing. I've been falling behind with my iRacing stuff. I got into it and then kind of took a step back from it, almost. I think part of it right now is that it's starting to get really, really hot here. Dude, why are people merge in way too close to the truck? Is that, like, that bothers me, how close they merge it, like that. That feels way too close to me. Like, get some distance on me and then come over. But, yeah, it's getting really, really hot here. For the first time, we've had 80 degree weather in the forecast, and I'm sure a lot of you that are from down south and whatever, like, pff, that's a breeze. Dude, it was like 30 and 40 max for like the last few weeks, and now it's gonna be 80. I'm not... I'm gonna be dying. I don't have ACs in yet. We gotta get our air conditioning put in. The problem is, too, is we live in an apartment, so we gotta wait for, like, the permissions to do it, which is strange. Don't know why they do it the way they do it. It's not I don't have a choice. So hopefully I can get that stuff put in too, get stuff cooled down, and get back into iRacing, because iRacing is definitely something that when you're done with it, especially like since I've been doing the Xfinity races and stuff with the Outcast crew, which if you haven't seen that, definitely check that out too over on Twitch. I've been doing that on Sundays. They just did that new track, which I can never remember the name of, the one that everyone's been begging for forever. I didn't partake in that because I've been off caffeine. And yeah, for those that don't know, I been on a bit of a monster binge for a while, so I'm taking a break, trying to keep myself off of caffeine for a little bit. And I definitely paid for it in the last few days. I'm slowly getting back to feeling okay, but withdrawals are not good, man. I could never do a hard drug. I can't handle caffeine. Like, I would die. Yeah, I could not do it. Just not for me. Don't do drugs, kids. Caffeine, you do you on that one. I'm just not a coffee drinker, which is why I drink Monster. But yeah, so back to what I was trying to say, because I'm in total squirrel mode today. And okay, I gotta clarify that now that I think about it. When I say squirrel mode, I'm not saying... Oh, we're good. I'm not saying the creator squirrel. I'm saying, like, can't keep on a topic. I'm like a dog. I see a squirrel and I'm just gone. Like, I just can't focus at all. But, yeah, see, there it is. I just completely lost my train of thought. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You have just witnessed it firsthand. This is why we can't have nice things. Oh, when you get done with the iRacing races, like those long duration ones that are 100+ laps, I am tired. Like, yeah, it wears your arms out. At least my first night, I was really worn out. I mean, the thing is I don't really do anything super physical anymore. I'm definitely out of shape, which is not something I like to admit, but it's the truth, and I'm not gonna lie and say I'm in shape, because I'm not. But I feel like had I done iRacing back when, I would have had a better handle on it. Physically, it is a lot of work over time. So I gotta work on getting my stamina up on that. I think the other thing too is it's a mixture of a lot of, whoa, voice crack, a lot of work that thus makes you very hot, but also I'm a bit of a ragey guy sometimes when it comes to games. I try really, really hard not to be. I've been really good about it lately with games like Rocket League and stuff. But there are definitely some stupid-ass people on iRacing that just, I don't know what they're thinking. And I'm still in rookies. I'm not even out of rookies yet. And I've had people that just, like, for no reason have just wrecked into me and just taken me out. And it just drives me nuts, man. It's I don't know. It just bothers me. It's something I definitely need to get back to, but at least right now I'm having a hard time convincing myself to go back to it. I mean, I'm gonna have to. I have other things coming up, like I've talked about it before, hopefully doing some 24-hour and 12-hour races with people. And I know this right now, definitely top of my list, as I've said before again. I really just need to learn the basics of racing. So, tire pressures and fuel management and pitting management and all these things that just like people like Wes, like watching Wes race, he just blows my mind every time. He knows every little detail. He fine-tunes his cars. He is so good, and the whole Outcast crew is fantastic. They're really, really good. And I gotta say too, one of the last races that I did with them, because obviously I missed the most recent one, was I believe Bristol. And people were so respectful. I mean, we were all making sure we were getting out of each other's way. I mean, I was being lapped like crazy because these guys are just so insanely fast. I could not keep up with them. And everyone's really friendly, really good, and just, it's awesome. An awesome group of people to race with. I'm very lucky I've come in to find some really, really nice people in the last few months. I know this is about 1 year from when I lost my job, and it's a mixture. I say lost my job loosely. You guys know, if you've been around for a while, that what ended up happening was they decided that they were going to cut night crew, so it was either stay on, have to change my entire schedule around, which would have royally screwed me and been nearly impossible, or walk away with my what I had and make it work. So this is definitely 1 year later, looking back on it. I'm glad I did what I did and walked away from it, because had I not, like, there's so many things I would have missed out on. Like, if you, I posted a tweet on it the other day too. If there's something you want to do, don't sit and think about it. Start going after it, even if it's baby steps. Like, I started this while I was still working and ended up just stopping working and putting everything I had into this, and it's been amazing so far. I'm to the point now where for the first time, especially with everything going on, I'm starting to feel the pressure of needing to go back to work and have something to support me. Because obviously YouTube, I don't get any money from YouTube. I'm too small. And obviously I do receive some from Patreon and from Twitch, but all that goes directly back into my channel. You know, that sort of a thing. And so I definitely need, obviously, to get back to work to support myself outside of this, but that is definitely easier said than done right now. And to anyone who's kind of feeling that struggle, I'm with you. Like, it's definitely scary times, but it will pass. We will get through it. We'll be good. And again, thank you guys for all the support. Like, honestly, you guys blow me away. It has been awesome. Put our lights on because we are coming up on 6 o'clock, and we are coming up on town, which means we are almost done. Let's go ahead and wake up the town. Oh, sounds so good. I'm trying to think here whether I should cross the bridge or not. I'm assuming with a drawbridge, it's just like a railroad crossing where you, like, if there's a railroad crossing and then a tiny gap that you can't fit your truck into, you sit on the other side when the light goes red so you don't block the crossing. Also, I cannot see the light, so we're going to go based on when traffic starts moving. I don't have track IR. I need to get track IR. That's on my list of things to get. I actually wanted to ask you guys, like, does that make an impact to you? Do you like watching it with track IR more or less? Because I know people like Jeff, he uses it, and Half of me likes it, half of me finds it almost a little sickening. It depends on how, like, active they are with it, and that's my concern. Like, I move around a lot while I'm driving. So, I'd have to be careful about that. I'm gonna sit back a little ways, just so I can see the light. We get through it. We're going because it was yellow. It was already a little late. I was already partway through it. That's okay. This is an interesting crossing. But we are coming up on the mill. See if we can get across the bridge without it closing. We're good. Or, I guess, opening. It is closed right now. If it was open, we'd be in trouble. I mean, it'd be cool. We could probably jump it, do a Dukes of Hazzard. Why not? We'll go ahead and we'll slow right down. I gotta say, this truck is really nice to drive. It is one of those weird trucks where it almost feels like you're driving a cab over because you can't really see the hood at all. At least where I'm sitting, you sit really high up in this thing. I've actually been around these in real life before. They're, I think I have. Maybe it's not particularly this model, but like trucks like these where you sit up so high and they have the really, really short noses to them. It's weird. It really feels weird. Obviously, I'm not a truck driver. For those of you that don't know, I know a lot of people think I am. I've never driven truck. I'd love to, but the cost of it right now is not worth it for me. And obviously, if you're driving truck, you can't really make videos unless you're making vlogs. Which, there's definitely a lot of people that do that already. I don't know if that's something I'd want to do. Definitely enjoy watching them, though. Let's see here. Where are we going with this thing? We're going to back her in right there. So I'm going to do one of these. Oh, you know what? You know what I'm realizing? I might have done this backwards. Let's see. Did I do it backwards? Yep, I did it backwards. It was a pull-in. I made my life unnecessarily hard. I'm really good at doing that. Alright, let's go ahead, let's unload this, and we will be done for the day. Alright, and that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.